Okay. Hi, my name is Poison Dank Frog. Today is Saturday, July 16th. I'm going to do a 5-card tarot reading, daily reading. My day's almost over, but the way I like to do tarot readings is as a diary entry. And I just see if what's going on above is reflected below, you know. Usually it is. So kind of what's going on in my life right now is I just changed bedrooms in my house. I was going to move to a different state, but after doing some examining and sort of taking a breather from my stressors, I realized I could probably just get away with not separating myself from my family, you know? That would just make things easier. I've also stopped looking for a job. I do have income, but I'm no longer looking to further physically and emotionally, mentally exhaust myself. What else is going on in my life? It's almost Leo season. We have some birthdays coming up. The other half of my family's birthdays. The nieces and nephews and stuff. I'm trying to keep up with my hobbies. I'm trying not to drink. I use nicotine. Too much coffee, although I've had some tea tonight. And I'm out of money until the next month. Okay, so let's see what the cards have in store for me. I'm doing 5 cards. Let's just see what they say. Checking that you can see them all. So the first card is the Ace of Wands. So we have the seed of ambition. We have the 4 of Swords, which is growing thoughts. 3 of Pentacles, which is structure to resources. The Hierophant, which is religion. And Justice, which is law. I have not been a fan of Justice recently, just because of what's going on in the world recently. Last time this card popped up, it popped up next to an old man, and I was like, wow, old man and justice. Like, that's so great to see in my tarot readings when, with the current Roe versus Wade being overturned and stuff. But I'll try to think of a more positive meaning to ascribe to justice this time. Hierophant, because I'm a Taurus, this is like my card, right? So, religion also, it's like, I view it as the ways you are adhering to routine, or like the things you do religiously, you know, every day. The ideas, beliefs you hold to. So belief system and actions that you follow every day. So, and then I guess going backwards, with Justice being the outcome and the Ace of Wands being sort of like the instigating card. 3 of Pentacles. The person in this picture is collaborating. I guess I get tired of using that word because a lot of cards are like, oh, you work together, right? But they're applying structure to their resources and sort of getting things ready so that they can go from apprentice to master, I guess. But it's still early in the journey. Those are the things I'm getting from this card. Also, it's interesting that it comes with the religion card because it sort of does give like temple vibes, right? Or church vibes at least. Anyway, the Four of Swords, meditation. So, seclusion, the Ace of Wands, seed of energy. So the way I'm seeing these reflected in my thoughts, yes, there's seeds of ambitions that I have, passions I want to get into. I'm looking to focus on one right now, so to take that seed and to nurture it. And as I do that, I'm doing reflection and meditation sort of sequestered and away from the stressors, battles, because this card has to do with like war and stuff. I'm away from the stressors and sort of recuperating on my own. So that's a way to interpret it. It's also that, maybe I'm in a good position for thoughts to sort of grow and develop. And the structure I need to do with my resources. I mentioned that I was currently, I'm never super well off financially just because I don't work, but as I get used to a different space, it's a good opportunity to sort of set boundaries for my spending and stuff so that I can be wiser and work towards having solid foundation for my resources. The Hierophant, religion, again, something I'm trying to do with routine is stay away from nicotine, coffee, alcohol. I'm doing good on everything but the coffee and the caffeine. And it's interesting because if you go a step deeper, it's like meta. It's very me that I'm like constantly in this cycle of, I'm gonna give up my vices. No, I'm not. I went on vacation. So it's just interesting. I will see. I need to examine, maybe that's what Justice is saying, like where the balance is on that thought pattern that continually repeats itself. It's very traditional of me, and maybe some decisions that needs to be made or not. With Justice, I feel like the outcome, like as a whole, there's paperwork I need to do. I see paperwork as sort of like a variety of just, meetings, homework, letters, anything that's like a process. And I do have to go to the doctors and get some labs drawn and wait on those results. So that's kind of like what I'm interpreting that as. That's next week. But I think that looking at this as a whole, I'm in a good place to do some meditating and taking it slow. There's not a lot of movement in these cards. And maybe a decision about myself in the future that I need to do research on. It's interesting in this card, they're holding up the plans with him and sort of like the blueprint. So the artisan in this picture needs to pay attention to that blueprint. So maybe I need to, my paperwork in my future, my homework, is to sort of get it down in writing. The things I need to do, where I need to save, my goals, all that good stuff. Okay, thanks. Bye.